Welcome back to my Let's Play for Tales of Legendia. I suppose it's time to get out of here and then watch the shit hit the fan, because you just know it's coming. Oh boy, is it coming. Though we gotta save it for when we get out of the building, right? That's when you should let everything, just fly out there. No, when we're not in the place filled with dangerous monsters. At least that's I hope happens. Oh, who knows, maybe we'll stop and have a conversation about this before we even get out of this place. Jeez. Gosh darn, Rolling Stones. Got the Rolling Stone magazine, so cut it out. I suppose if this was How to the Duck, we'd have to have a joke about rolling egg, because they're ducks, right? Okay. Let's get back into this fight. And trap them, in the middle so they can't, reach normal. After all, if they can start interrupting our spellcaster, then they can actually start inflicting some actual damage. Okay. Let's continue the battle. I just got a YouTube comment. I guess I'll have to read that after I get done with this mess. So I guess I'm going to have to hold off on responding for over half an hour.
That went tolerably well.
Because I assume it's going to take me a while to get this done. Then I'll probably want to do the editing real quick and start getting this processed and working out, the tags and all that fun stuff. At least that's how I usually like to go about it. One block at a time. I guess we go this way. So that means be like lava or something fall down, or magma. Interesting feature. Not something I'd really approve of. I was building something, but hey, I'm not Dr. Evil. I'm sure he approves. He's like, yeah, that's a great feature. Let's build our secret lair in a volcano. That way I can feel like that Greek god that used to build things. Because I'm Dr. Evil. I create things. Evil things. Sounds like technically work on Percy Jackson and Lightning Thief at some point, but I probably should finish up the DS games I got open at the moment, right? I tend to keep leaving a lot of them just hanging. Though it's hard for me to get really excited about working on Dinosaur King, to be honest. There's just so much repetitive grinding in that game.
It's risky to get too close.
Like, just unbelievably tedious. Please attack. Okay, let's leave her back off. This. I assume she'll come back at the end of the fight with 1 HP, so we can heal afterwards. And it's not like it's gonna restore TP anyways, so I'd have to do that separately. Or bust out, some healing items I got carrying around, because I never really use my basket. It's just always sitting there, Like, I could use the basket, or I could not. She still didn't get revived. Well, darn. Well, we can do that, I suppose. First things first, we gotta get rid of these status effects. Yeah, and she's the only one with a revive skill, too. But she can't use it while knocked out. Darn it. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I want a life bottle. Guess I'm gonna have to buy more of these at some point. Well, no. That should take care of most of the problem. Then we just have Will do another cure spell and everything's good. Really need to be more attentive to my health, I suppose, though. Like, I don't want to lose the healer, the only one that can revive people. That was just a bad play there. Oh well. It happens, Sometimes you're careless, and sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't. It just comes up to bite you. Like, I've made some careless plans before in Lux and Allure where I focus so heavily on the boss I only just barely managed to win by the skin of my teeth, because I really should have focused on the minions a lot more. I was like, I want to take down the boss, and got so centered on it, I almost screwed myself. Like, in some games I've played, that actually has come back to haunt me, just focusing too much on the boss at the expense of everything else. The Secret Testament comes to mind for that. I was fighting a guy that kept summoning more and more minions, and he had to summon so many for it to stop, and I kept trying to focus on him instead, and it's just like, no, and then he basically took me out, because he had so many minions in play that I just couldn't deal with it. They did so much damage that they just took me out. Came back the second time though and fought me smart and actually won fairly easily. But sometimes, you know, you don't want to play smart. You want to play stupid. Sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't. Like in Blue Skies 2, you can get away with it if your characters are really overpowered. At least for the party they're in, you know. Sometimes you'll be forced to use other characters, which can haunt you, but if you're allowed to run whatever party you want, like you can just have one overpowered character just completely creaming everybody. Like I did near the end of the game, which is why I find it hard to really discuss the game's combat balance, because I went on my way to just completely break it. Pushing a character up to the point where they had, you know, max intelligence and could drop, you know, 30,000 damage on every enemy all at the same time. So I just go up to an enemy party and be like, boom, you're all dead. I suppose you can argue that's bad balance if you're so easily able to do that, but it did take me hours of work to do it. Though some would argue that's not hours enough. And you can do the same thing in Alcott, Twilight of the Spirits, if you're willing to put in the time. You can spend time in the first arena for both the Deimos and the human characters and really break yourself. With the Deimos, you can actually get strength apples, which raises your strength slowly by like 3 points an apple or something like that. So if you get enough of that, you can boost your strength so high you can just run up to anything and just be like one hitting it. Just like bam, like even the most powerful bosses, like you can just run up to them just like pow, like right in the kisser and just kills over dead. There's actually a video of someone doing that on YouTube somewhere. I'm not sure what their name is. I watched it once, and that was it. So, you know, it's not something that's really exciting to watch more than one time. Like, just watching someone walk up to a boss and be like, yeah, you think you're tough? Bam! Right in the kisser, you know? And it takes a lot of effort to get that strong. And, the human one, you actually can get, items that decrease your spirit stone usage by 1/3 by every time you equip one. You can equip 3 of them, so you can lower your spirit stone usage to 0 and use all your most powerful abilities constantly. Sorry to put so much stress on you, Chloe. You okay, C? Yeah, let's get back to town. Not really. I suppose we should get heading back to town for the moment. It's not like I got anything else to do, right? Okay. She can't wait to confront him in the town itself. Not the best place to do that. Oh. You just wait. Do you really need to ask? Elsa, are you alright? Yeah, I guess I'm just a bit worn out. I suppose. It's not like you're really going anywhere at the moment. Oh, good night, huh? What's the matter, C? It's nothing. I just want to know if I should murder that man. That's all. Well, that's because you're oblivious to who Alcott really is. There are a few things bothering me that I'd like to discuss. I don't think I'm the only one who's feeling this way. Let's go to my house. That's where we always go to have these kinds of discussions, you know? Because my house is the best house. Oh yeah, that's the inn, ain't it? Doy. Okay, a bit further this way. Yeah, I guess I could hit up the bakery or something and see if, you know, if that's where the Wonder Baker is hanging out. I'm sure if I go looking it up, I can find out where she's at next. I don't usually worry about it too much, though, because I don't usually craft that many food items. It's there for those that want it, and for those that don't care, well, ignore it, I guess. Yes, a number of things have caught my attention. Why do you go to the hidden fortress? So now you've been paying attention? Let me explain. Arnold went to the fortress to get ingredients for making some medicine. Again, this is why I don't like dealing with simpletons. In other words, stupid people. Huh? Anyway, Arnold did indeed go to the fortress to gather medicinal ingredients. That means he knew the ingredients were there in the first place. Not only did he know about the fortress itself, but he knew about the contents of that locker, too. So what? Don't you think that's a bit odd? That some nobody would know where, you know, Vaclav's hidden fortress is? Norma, the locker was locked, correct? Yeah, it was locked tight. So what are you trying to say? He had a key? That's exactly what I'm saying, stupid. Yep. Yeah, definitely don't go there for casual visits. Well, that's you, Groon. The thing I noticed was how he wielded his sword. His technique. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. And familiar if you're paying attention, Moses. Stingle? Well, what do you think, Chloe? And she's not listening because she's caught up in her own memories. You know, bop her on the head or something? Oh no. I can feel the controller vibrating. That must have been pretty loud. Huh. Guess I'll have to get out my decibel measurer. And that one was probably even louder. She just throw her over the edge by yelling at her ear? I'd imagine. Well, it's one way to do it. A little? Don't you mean a lot? Considering his skill with the sword and the fact that he knew about the hidden fortress, perhaps Arnold was somehow involved with Vaclav in the past. Well, that was the past, you know. Yesterday's enemy might be tomorrow's friend. That's how it goes in war. It's really messy, really dirty, and you don't even want to think about it usually if you're not involved in it. You don't have to be a bad person to be on opposite sides of a conflict. That doesn't change the fact that, you know, the guy is Stingle. On a personal level, you guys have a deep grudge with him, sure. Oh, it's not nothing. And I know I keep spoiling it, but I mean, come on. It's pretty obvious at this point. Yeah, I can't keep your eyes open for another minute. Yeah, go to the hotel. And she's like, if you try and force the issue, I'll make it sound like you're sleeping with me. Why me? That ain't gonna work. Bigger? Is she talking about her chest again? Well, that's one way to do it. And she's out again. Why are you struggling with your rent? We have like 100,000 gold coins available for that sort of stuff. I think it's about time I start making preparations to skip town. There's a room in the basement that'd be perfect for you. Would you like to use it? Well, then, Saint, looks like I'll be crashing with you tonight. Norma? Are you? Are you really? Which is why your hands are glowing. Now you're going too far. Time to go, huh? Night, guys. Maybe she'll crash with C. She's like, I'm gonna share your hospital bed. Might be that tattoo on Arnold's arm. So you saw it too? It's the same as the one on the man who killed her parents. Yeah, thanks for spelling out what I already knew, and what everyone else could have figured out, you know, hours ago. Yep. We'll need a supporter. Yeah, that's what friends are for. Friends, huh? Never thought I'd hear someone say something like that so casually. My. He really has grown since we first met. If only just. Oh, stop it. You're not even 30 and you're already walling in the past like an old man. You know, you could stand to act more like a child yourself. But that's why we love her. She comes in and gives you a ribbing, and you're the one that ribs everyone else with bops on the head. Hatred rarely fades easily. Once you hate someone, it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop hating someone, because hatred's never rational. Yeah, I can only imagine how bad it'd be. The sad part, though, is I really can't imagine wanting to kill someone that bad either. Because I have never been in that situation, so it's hard to understand how she's feeling entirely, besides, you know, really, really angry and betrayed right now. Which is why she's probably going to be targeted by the mist next. Did you hear about the House of Valens? Yes, I heard both the Lord and his wife were killed by a bandit. Seems the only one left alive was their 12-year-old daughter. I wonder what will happen to the House of Valens now. I presume their daughter will carry on the name. The Valens are a distinguished family. They won't just blot out the name that simply. But can a small child like that really oversee everything about the House of Valens? I have a better question. Wouldn't she have more relatives, like an aunt, an uncle? It's the House of Valens. Yeah, I know in fiction it's common to have a house represented by a whole whopping 3 people, but in real life that's usually not the case. See what she can do, huh? Oh, we're not going to grace the poor little orphaned waif with our help? And ruin such an interesting show? I will carry on my family's name. for myself and so my parents can rest in peace. I will defend the House of Valens. And she failed at it. Senel. Shirley, what's wrong? Hasn't come back, huh? Well, I guess that means we're gonna have to go looking for her now, doesn't it? Graveyard? Why does everyone hang out in graveyards in this game? Seriously. Who just thinks to themselves, let's go hang out in a graveyard? That's the perfect place to hang out. Well, I'm gonna stop here for now. Next time, I guess we can go talk to Chloe in the graveyard and get dragged into a whole bunch of other stuff, because I'm sure there's gonna be more to it. Until next time, then. See ya.